flashy as well. It will be challenging for the players to control pace. And Kerala's gambles in the qualifiers paid dividends, and while Sathivan Balan doesn't play his starting 11 tactics, he does make changes to affect situations off the bench, and Kerala are prone to lapses at the back, and Assam will want to pounce on them like they did in the qualifiers, and so are very incautious. Kerala must be, and also brave and bold. It is gonna be like walking on a tightrope with one end in the hands of Assam, and quite an occasion for both the state. You can hear the buzz, all that impatience. The football is now open to everybody to watch, witness and enjoy. The last time around Kerala lifted the silverware was back in 2022 by defeating Bengal in the final on 2nd of May at Malappuram. What a game that was. Kerala winning on in the tiebreaker. In the qualifying stage, they were placed in Group A with Goa, Gujarat, Jammu and Kashmir. That memorable victory against Jammu and Kashmir by a margin of 6-1. Jitin is scoring a brace in that game. And these are the two skippers, Nijo Gilbert of Kerala and Milan Basumatari of Assam. And the officials, Ashirbat Kanungo in charge of this game, and he will be assisted by Subrata Kumar Purohit and Atish Dep Mukherjee. And the fourth official for today's game is Lakshay. Just that pre-game silence, introduction and formalities, it will all be forgotten in a matter of few minutes. Just a reminder about the history, not just in this tournament, but across all tournaments that have come and gone in Indian football, which challenges only this country's sporting machinery can throw at you. This is the modern edition of a tournament that began in 1941, a time to write another chapter in the history of the tournament with the addition of a new venue as the footballing landscape is changing in the country. The new teams and new players emerging, and certainly they cannot wait to have the ball at their feet. All goes on to turn up the expectation as to how Assam play. Exciting tournament for Kerala to how they play. And always the occasion, every Indian football fan happy that the tournament has come here, and over the course of the next few years, if it stays, if it continues to be played at this point of the year, then it becomes an absolute spectacle. And Assam's fast football can work wonders when it comes together, and the addition of more pace down the wings has helped that cause. Arjun Mardi and Deepu Mirdha in tandem can spell all kinds of danger, as we are in for a fine game of football. And Pragyan Gogoi, of course, has been the biggest addition in the Assam squad. So expectation and anticipation among the fans, and focus on the pitch, and two teams who prefers to wear vibrant colors and play vibrant football. Will Assam have a say in the race for the top spot, or will Kerala reignite their title hopes on the back of wins, is the question which we look to answer in the next hour and a half or so. Grifty Gracious and Akhil Chandran, Mohammad Safneed replaced midfielders Bijesh Balan and striker Junain due to injuries suffered during the Kerala Premier League. And Mohammad Rashid dropped from the squad that played the qualifiers to accommodate Akhil to bolster their defense. Here is Assam on the attack, operating from the right to left of your screen. Shubham Rapa, the head coach, going with a 4-3-3. Chiranjit Gogoi, Manabir Sudim and Urjoy making up the back four. It is the route one ball. A clearance from Shinu. Rose to prominence through the junior ranks of Kerala Blasters. There's a deep ball inside the box. Early defending to do for Assam. Here's Arjun Mardi. He was a treat to watch during the Durand Cup. Applied his trade for Boduland FC. Currently plays for United Chirangduar in the I-League 3rd Division. He's got 4 appearances to his name. Is Urjoy Brahma. Sudim. Back to Manabir. Kerala looking to defend from the front. The attackers applying pressure on the Kerala centre backs, forcing them into mistake, so that when a mistake eventually arises, they can capitalize and score. Just like this. Beautifully intercepted, and now advancing into the area. Towards the left corner of the penalty area. Cross comes in. It's a good looking ball as well. Away to safety. Now battling for possession. Assam have it. Deepu Mirtha. Finding a lot of joy already down the left. Arjun Mardi. Stray pass in the end. We're talking about Deepu Mirtha. Has been Assam's star performer during the qualifiers. He played for Northeast United reserves. A couple of goals as well. Previously with Sunrise Football Club in the Guwahati Super Division. There is Subham Raba, the first football coach from Assam to be awarded an AFCA license. Managed the reserve teams of Northeast United. And also the grassroots coordinator. At the very young age of 24, he obtained the AFCB license. He was also in charge of Boduland FC during the Durand Cup. On the flip side, Sathivan Balan mentioned how the unavailability of some of the senior players has hampered the team's build-up for the tournament. The newly included players Akhil and Safneed were spotted while playing in the Kerala Premier League for Sports Academy Tirur. On the contrary, Assam were impeccable in defence, being the only side to keep 5 clean sheets during the qualifying stage. And up front, of course, Deepu Mirtha will look to build on his solid tally of 7 goals. And just a goal behind Mapuya, who finished as the top scorer. The inclusion of Pragyan Sundar Gogoi has made headlines. A much needed experience in Assam's midfield. Pragyan Gogoi was part of Northeast United's Indian Super League squad as well. It was indeed his 4th season running with the Highlanders. And there he is, Pragyan, measuring that pass. He's got space to run into Milan. All India Football Federation's Elite Academy product, was part of AIFF's Kalyani Regional Academy. He hails from Kokrajhar. trained under Alison Cosentu Milan during his stay at Shillong Lajong. And here comes Kerala. It's a beautiful reverse ball for Nijo Gilbert. It goes wide. The first positive move of the game. Here's Sathivan Balan on his feet. And Kerala already won the Santosh Trophy under his tenure back in 2018. An AFCA license holder, formerly the assistant manager of Gokulam Kerala as well. This was Nijo Gilbert's attempt. In a game of this stature, there should be no margin of error. Nijo Gilbert has been Kerala's star attacker. Even out of narrow openings, he can score some incredible goals, which sets him apart from the rest of his teammates. And the experience of Sanju will stabilize their back line. A mistake from the keeper. The whistle has already gone. It was a foul on Abhinash. The referee already stopped play. This was the incident. And Jitin going for the ball. Keeper came out off his mark. Just colliding onto each other. Both of them went for the ball, no malice intended. And on the rebound, hitting the crossbar, Rahim. The referee had blown the whistle and is receiving treatment. It was very impressive for Kerala during the quarterfinals. Jitin. Those two goals against Jammu and Kashmir during the qualifying stage. Has boosted his confidence. And look at that. The keeper had his eyes on the ball. So support from Kerala. Good to see the fans of Kerala on the stands, residing in Arunachal Pradesh, present on the stands to support their state. And Assam had a very good training camp and have been able to try different tactics with the squad. The team has the balance of experienced players who have played in multiple seasons of the I-League and young players who can live up to their potential. As a team, they work towards playing a brand of football which can excite and inspire the children to take up the sport. And on the ground, irrespective of the result, the team will fight throughout 90 minutes of the game. And be it in attack, defense or transition, the players fight for every ball and the fans come out in numbers and show their support. Deepu Midha. Another move developing, this time from the left wing. Arjun Mardi with a couple of threatening runs already, putting a Belgian under pressure early doors. Sangsson has been industrious in midfield. And Assam will need Pragyan Gogoi to do the talking with the ball at his feet, to dictate play from deep. He can run the show from a deep position. That's a great ball for Nijo Gilbert. Nicely closed down by Manabir. plays for Kerala United. The India sub-junior international, making debut for Assam in the Santosh Trophy. At the age of 18, is Nijo Gilbert. First corner for Kerala, and up goes a couple of white shirts. It trickles down all the way towards the number 5. Cross towards the near post easily. It's hacked away. Rahim's delivery not troubling the Assam defense on that occasion. And now preparing for a long throw is Belgian, trotting up from his right fullback's position. Assam taking their time on the ball. Chase on from Ashik. Sajesh can't get there. Urjoy Brahma can. Belgian Shinu, Sanjuji and Mohammad Salim forming the defense line for Kerala. Rahim and Nijo Gilbert, the two wide midfielders. Arjun and Jitin binding the team together from deep. And Ashik and Sujesh up top. This is how Kerala has lined up. There was an elbow involved in that tussle. That's a great win. A heavy touch from Nijo Gilbert, capitalized by the number 28 of Assam. And that's Manabir. So 50 years on, the fragrance of Kerala's first Santosh Trophy is still sweet, and so too are its memories. It was a humongous achievement by underdogs Kerala on that frigid December evening at the Maharajas College Stadium. And it changed the future of the beautiful game in the state forever. All these beautiful little snippets of information. Captain Mani with his first hat-trick in the final against Railways gained immortality. And his bunch of talented players became the first real superstars of the state. For the first time in the history of the state, the government declared a public holiday to commemorate the title win by a sports team. A tackle from Rahul Das, putting it into touch. He's currently with Orange Football Club in the I-League 3rd Division. Here is Pragyan. 30 plus appearances in the Indian Super League. He's got the pedigree, he's got the caliber to turn the game on its head. Assam had managed to weather the storm. And now they are looking to come out of their shell and surprise Kerala with a couple of attacks down the wide areas. An early challenge from Sanju. Here's Chiranjit Gogoi. Was in action in the I-League 2nd Division playoffs with Bangalore United. Arjun. He's got Belgian to deal with. An outstretched challenge from Belgium. And referee awards a corner kick to Assam. Look at that. Trying to get in behind the fullback. Because we need to get the marking right. Kerala in defense. Pragyan Sundar Gogoi will deliver this corner. Pragyan gazing for options. Rahul Das stuck in his choices. Dropping deep to receive the ball. Good to see getting involved heavily in the early stages, helping his side to initiate plays. Most of that so far has been through the number 7, Rahul Das, and the number 14, Arjun Mardi for Kerala, for Assam. On the flip side, Kerala needs to involve Nijo Gilbert more on the ball. His creativity and vision are gonna help them get a goal in this game. The plan, of course, from Assam's perspective, to keep Nijo Gilbert limited to chances and try and minimize his threat. Here comes Kerala now. Door opens up down the right. Lot of time for the cross. Hungs it up at the far post. Nodded back across, slightly over Rashik. It's still open, and what a spectacular strike from Rahim. That's an absolute peach of a strike from the number 5. And a glorious finish. What a curler. The fans are off their seat. A sublime finish from Rahim. Look at that. Afforded space inside the box. And there he goes. Curling it in through the far post. And the goalkeeper had no answers to that. So Rahim striker heading Kerala the lead in this game. And we have an early goal here within the first 20 minutes, and this will certainly set the tempo, set the pace of this game. We'll see Assam commit bodies forward. No ball. And out of nowhere, Rahim with that strike. What a way to start his career in the Santosh Trophy 2023 final round. He'll certainly grow in confidence as a player as the tournament march on. Assam, meanwhile, stung by the reversal. Knocked out of their strides by Kerala's positive play. They'll have to try and take the sting out of Kerala's high tempo. Here is Pragyan Gogoi. Rahul Das missing out on that challenge. Kerala have it. Nijo Gilbert. He's got an option inside him in Ashik. He goes central instead. And now the number 3 once again from distance rattles the crossbar. All over the place at the moment. Kerala turning up the heat, turning the screws here. It's Nijo Gilbert yet again. He's got a couple of white shirts to aim at, goes all by himself and draws a save out of Abhinash. Brilliant spell of possession from Kerala. Attacks from both the wings. First from the right. This strike from the near side by Jitin. There could have been another spectacular goal. And the crossbar saving grace for Assam. Kerala in the driver's seat, calling shots at the moment. Tried to make his favorite left foot into action. He was denied space. Or what do Assam have up their sleeves now? Their journey started with a triumph over Bihar, winning it 5-0, followed by an impressive 1-0 victory against the Railways. Then the win over Chandigarh and Rajasthan, beating Himachal Pradesh 7-0 in their last group game. This is the first goal conceded by Assam in this edition of the Santosh Trophy. Kerala player receiving treatment. In 1973, the Santosh Trophy was played under floodlights for the first time, and the entire Kerala team was playing under the lights for the first time. The tournament started rather ominously for the hosts, as it lost its first choice goalkeeper Victor Manjila to a fractured shoulder in the opening game against Delhi. Kerala has a long footballing history. He keeps his balance on that occasion is Ashik. Attacking the ball from the left-hand side is Nijo Gilbert. Layoff for the number 3 Jitin. This time it's a low ball in, taken away by the ever-present Manabir and the Assam defense. Early changes from Shubham Raba. The number 47, Alfred, will be summoned. Joydeep Gogoi as well will come on to strengthen their attacking force. Joydeep replacing Sankson. Let's see how this move works for Shubham Raba. Alfred as well will have a huge role to play. Surprising to see Arjun Mardi coming off. Pragyan slicing it up, chested down by Rahim, the goal scorer. Here is Sajish. On to Rahim. He's offering that run. Rahim obliging him. Oh, the cross is out of play.
Jersey number 11, jersey number 77 out.
This was the moment. The flag went up almost immediately. Similar to Kerala, Guwahati is also a sports-loving city. The passion for football is unparalleled. They played their group matches at the Sai ground in Kokrajhar, delivering a dominating performance and maintaining an unblemished record. And Assam here showing some desperation for the equalizer. Miscalculating the bounce on this occasion. And the shot from Alfred was blocked. Corner for Assam. They look to equalize in the first half. Pragyan Gogoi in corner duties. That's a good looking ball. Escaping all the red shirts. Now setting the break here is Nijo Gilbert. Tearing away at the other end. It didn't work out. Milan Basumatari, the number 26, scored in the 3rd minute. And against Himachal Pradesh, followed by Joydeep Gogoi. Strike in the 12th and the 13th minute. He scored a brace, in fact. It's good to see they've got goal scorers all across the pitch. This was another hopeful attempt from the number 29 of Kerala, Arjun V. Don Bosco Football Academy product. Half an hour just flown past us in the second game of Group A. It's Kerala leading Assam by a 1-0. And that spectacular striker from Rahim has been the difference maker between the two sides. Still a lot of time left for Assam to make a game out of this. Shubham Raba certainly unhappy with his team's approach. He's a kind of coach who puts a lot of emphasis on work ethics. He will be sad to see his side trailing by a solitary goal. Now it's Alfred getting into the mix. Cross comes in. And that was a difficult one to execute for the skipper. Alfred's ball getting up between the two centre backs was Milan. Just shaving the head of the former Shillong Lajong striker. And now he could run free. Goes on the outside. Quite predictable for the number 28, Manabir. Very difficult to move him off the ball. Sajish with the attempt. A great anticipation from Manabir, avoiding the danger. Nijo Gilbert combining with Rahim on the right hand side. It was a weak cross. A very comfortable clearance by the Assam defense. And now picking it up in the opposition's half. Nijo Gilbert shifting flanks, now operating from the right. Belgian onto Arjun. Well read by Chiranjit Gogoi. Pragyan finding Alfred in a lot of space. Looking for that slide rule pass. Just can't find his teammate. The balls are quite reaching the likes of Deepu Midha up top. They got to keep trying and keep chasing. That's much like it from Assam. The shot goes haywire. The number 11 with the attempt, Joydeep. Lovely opening ceremony awaits us. Make sure you tune in at 5 p.m. for the opening ceremony of the 77th National Football Championship for Santosh Trophy 2023. The hosts will be in action against Goa. And that's a 7 p.m. kickoff. Rahim gathering it. And looking to take on Chiranjit Gogoi. That's a decent ball. Runs down all the way to Nijo Gilbert. And the first time cross is a disappointing one. A quick turnover for Assam. Chiranjit on the overlap. He got to look towards the right, which he does. Players steaming inside the penalty area. Kept in play nicely. Well read. Excellent tracking back from Nijo Gilbert. Assam upping the ante. Pragyan Gogoi. That's a great release. And chance for the equalizer. The flag just going up. Got to bend his run for about half a second early. Pragyan Gogoi. Offside by a couple of yards. It was Deepu Midha. The coach is making early changes. A change lining up for Kerala as well is the number 9. A Gifty Gracious will come on. He will replace Jitin.
Substitution for Team Kerala, 9 in, jersey number 3 out.
Shubham Rapa expressed satisfaction with the team's performance, emphasizing their unity and hard work, and also acknowledging the need for improvement in the final round. They are down by a goal. It all comes down to passion and character. Does Assam have the passion and character to make a comeback in this game? For the very first time they've been in this kind of a situation, chasing a game. Like I mentioned, they haven't conceded in the qualifiers. Four teams to qualify from each group for the quarterfinals. Rahul Dasan now pairing up with Pragyan Gogoi in the middle of the park. Rahul Das does all the dirty work, and Pragyan has been given the license to move forward and support Deepu Midha, Milan and Alfred in attack. And when you have a player like Rahul Das behind you, who offers so much stability, has got great positioning sense as well, does take some pressure off your shoulder, giving you the luxury to focus only in attack. It doesn't need to drop back and support your partner. A decision going Assam's way. Throughout the journey, the tournament, Assam have showcased both offensive prowess and defensive strength, having scored a total of 20 goals in 5 matches and maintaining 5 clean sheets. But all of that in the past now. It all comes down to the present and to the future. And at present here, they are trailing by a goal. This lovely stadium of Golden Jubilee is situated at Upia, which is the headquarters of Papumpare district, and about 20 kilometers drive from Itanagar, the state capital. One of the best things about this beautiful town is that its inhabitants have preserved their diverse culture and tradition with a touch of love and togetherness. There are many tribes in the Vincity, but the majority is of Nishi. The essence of ardor in the air during their vibrant festivals enlivens the psyche. The Longte Yalo and the Yokum Yalo are the festivals celebrated with tremendous zeal, slowly and steadily making their reputation of being a sporting nation as well. And the northeastern states are always known for their footballing prowess. That's a free kick conceded in a very dangerous area. A challenge from behind by Sudem. Slightly frustrated, the number 33. And now Nijo Gilbert with the opportunity to get the insurance goal for Kerala. The former champions will look to put the game to bed in the first half itself. Can be challenging to match in terms of pace with Assam in the second half, especially in the last 20 minutes. All eyes on Nijo Gilbert, this time with his left foot. He goes sailing over the crossbar. And Assam has made its way through to the top echelon of regional football with the focus on grassroots. Without it, no future, as grassroots leagues are the most important aspect for any football structure. The establishment of age group leagues in the state to nurture the future generation of talent, follow the proper guidelines of AIFF to conduct the under 13, the under 15 and the under 17 leagues successfully. And most of the students are from schools, so picking kids from each and every school of Guwahati city and added a proper football training program in their daily schedule. They've also stressed on the importance of winning the Santosh Trophy There are a lot of craze for football in Assam. The football academies in the area and are aiming to lead the Assam football to new heights. Firstly, the need to win the Santosh Trophy and make more players from the state to play in the Indian Super League and in the I-League. And here comes Assam, still in search of that equalizer. Just a couple of hours from now will be the opening ceremony of the 77th National Football Championship for Santosh Trophy 2023 at the Golden Jubilee Outdoor Stadium, UPIA, which is the official venue of this edition of the National Football Championship. There will be a huge turnout when the home team takes on Goa, 7 p.m. And before that, we have the opening ceremony at 5 p.m. Pragyan Gogoi in the first half with most number of touches on the ball. And Rahul Das will be second best on that chart. It hasn't been productive yet. Another long ball. And making things easy for the Kerala defense. Just closing down the nearby passing options and forcing the opposition to take the aerial loot to go over the top. These players from Assam, they lack physicality. They've reaped dividends when they played the ball to feet, which is their forte. A much dangerous side, Assam, when they keep the ball on the deck and move it around with certain swiftness. The third man movement, that hasn't happened yet. Kerala managing to contend them so far as we approach the end of the first half. So less than 20 seconds of regulation time remaining. There will be few minutes added on to the regulated 45 for sure. There's Rahim on your screen. A man who scored that screamer. Additional time of 4 minutes. There's Sanjuji. Plays for Kerala Police. 29-year-old. There's that window down the left. A run was offered by Alfred, but we got to see that run. Turns very quickly and now runs towards goal. Alfred in space. And a delivery, a disappointing one. A forgettable one for the youngster rather. They're getting in the final third. Just got to figure out combinations. Here comes Kerala. Chase on from Nijo Gilbert. Kept in play. And buys a throw in as well. The Southerners has won the Santosh Trophy 7 times, played in 15 finals, 8 times runners-up. They've collected 9 points in the qualifying stage, winning 3 of their 4 games. They've scored 12 goals and conceded only 2. Meanwhile, there was another attempt. The keeper gets a touch to it. The number 29 joining in the party. It was Arjun. And good save from Abhinash, getting down on time. Just parrying it behind for a corner. He swings his left foot. Here's Nijo Gilbert. That's a good looking ball. The goalkeeper was completely flabbergasted. And the decoy run made inside the box by Ashik. Look at that. It's just coming in from the blind side. The defender not aware of his surroundings. That's a clever move from Kerala. Making good use of their experience of playing top level football. It's Milan, the skipper, chips it towards Deepu Mirda, who's lost his footing. Assam has been toothless going in attack so far in this game. A referee blows the whistle and brings the first half to an end. Kerala go into the break with a solitary lead over Assam. Thanks to that strike from Rahim on the 19th minute mark. A lot of work to be done by the team in red when they come on in the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, the halftime
They've
score
made a lot of entries in the final third,
0, Kerala 1.
but not managed to make their chances count. Kerala, on the flip side, looked in complete control of this game. Assam had the lion's share of possession, but it all comes down to the number of goals that are being scored in a game of football. And that's why you can see 2 shots on target and 1 converted. 100% conversion rate. And that is what has made the difference in the first half. And Nijo Gilbert has been very impactful in the first half from both the wings. A couple of decent deliveries from the left, then one from the right. This time slightly over Ashik, and then quickly onto the second ball. Opens up his body. A wonderful strike. The way he generated that backlift, minimal backlift. And just slams it home. Hitting at the crossbar. Jitin, who was subbed off. Assam also making a couple of changes, bringing on Arjun Alfred in place of Arjun Mardi. This was Abhinash called into action late in the first half. So at the break, it's Assam 0, Kerala 1. We'll come back very soon. Welcome the centre back into his 3rd season with Kerala in the Santosh Trophy. He's got good height, got the aerial prowess, a very strong defender. Both the teams trying to play to their plan. It's been difficult for both of them to get hold of the ball and keep it for a prolonged period in the last 15 minutes, but I don't think it's part of the strategy or approach in this one. It's important to attack, and both of them putting all their might into the attack. They have the energy, they have the skill to move forward. But Kerala has been the better of the two sides on paper. And Nijo Gilbert has been very busy. Also the set piece expert of the side. We've witnessed an interesting battle between the right full back Chiranjit Gogoi and Rahim in the first half. Skill-wise, they are like to like. They've got good strength, but it's important when you have the ball how many passing options and outlets you have. That is one area where Kerala have outshone Assam. The men in red looking to play a high pressing game. Every time the ball goes inside the Kerala half, they'll seem to press. There's a confirmation of the change on the top left corner of your screen. It's Tupu Brahma replacing Sudem Wari. A third change made by Subham Rabha. And Assam versus Kerala then. One team has already tasted that sweetness of victory in the past. And the other was left with disappointments despite their best efforts. Assam needs to live up to their name should they have to defeat the mighty Kerala. And of course, when it comes to experience, one would think that it favors Kerala. And likewise, they are in the lead. A lack of maturity from the likes of Milan, Deepu Mirdha, and Alfred in the attacking third have made an impact, a negative impact rather, on Assam. Nijo Gilbert yet again at the center of things, trying to carve open the Assam defense, just cutting in from the left onto his right, wrong footing the fullback Ujjoy Brahma. There's the tussle between Sajeesh and the Milan. The former bringing down the number 26. Another wasteful boss. That is clutching his knee. That looks quite painful. 26-year-old Sajeesh comes from Palakkad, plays his club football for Kerala Police. Recently part of the FC Kerala, a side that participated in the I-League second division. He's scored a couple of goals in 5 appearances. And Chiranjit Gogoi has been booked for that challenge. Here come Assam in search of the equalizer. Every time they look to enter the halfway mark, just pegged back completely into their own half by Kerala's high press. Here is Sajeesh. He's got a lot of options and outlets on the wing. Building up from behind, a slight mistake. from Chiranjit. A throw in for Kerala. A bad touch from the skipper, capitalized by Kerala. That's a high diagonal. A first touch making life difficult for Nijo Gilbert. That previous opportunity. Yet again, Nijo Gilbert with that cross could have scored the second one. Just not managing to get the right connection, Sajish, inside the penalty area. Another tug from behind on Nijo Gilbert is causing all sorts of problems in this game. He's been the unsung hero for Kerala. Free kick. And Nijo Gilbert. What can he conjure from this angle? Back into the mix. Away to safety. Rahul Das. Almost squeezed between a couple of white shirts. Alfred. That's a searching ball. He finds Deepu Mirza. It's still with Deepu Mirza. He's trying to accelerate past his man. Oh, goes to the ground asking for a penalty. There the referee waves away the protest. We'll have a look. Nothing serious inside the box. He went down too easily. And Deepu Mirza. Ashirbat Kanungo had an easy decision to make. He can get there with his pace. It's Milan, pursued by Belgian. Cross from the left this time. Comes back to Milan. Assam meanwhile throwing the kitchen sink at Kerala. Now the first 15 minutes of the second half going to be very crucial for them. Now Kerala will have to see off this phase. The first 15-20 minutes before they get their foothold back in the game. Now hot on the heels on Sanju is Deepu Mirza, who comes out with the ball. Just couldn't fight his teammate Milan. And needed a better delivery than that. Wins it clean off Sanju. And Milan was waiting on the edge of the 6-yard box. The delivery was very poor. Within the keeper's range. Here's Gilbert. Gives it to Gifty Gracious switches wings onto the goal scorer, Rahim, who fails to keep the ball in play. Nicely shrugged off by Urjoy Brahma. Kerala football certainly has been on the rise at the national competition, be it in the club level or at the national stage. And Gokulam winning the back-to-back I-League titles a couple of years from now. And then that Santosh Trophy win back home, beating West Bengal in the final. And the Kerala Blasters playing the final of the Indian Super League, losing out to Hyderabad. Kerala football certainly has been on the rise. An underwhelming season last time around in the National Football Championship. They've come back strong this season. Certainly going to be one of the favorites to lift the title for the 8th time. West Bengal, of course, are the most successful team in this competition with 32 titles. Punjab, second best on that list with 8. This was a nudge from Rahul Das. Sanju with that sweeping ball out wide towards Rahim, looking to stitch few passes together. And now running into space is the goal scorer. First touch slightly impoverished, and trying to get ahead of his marker was Ashik. But the quality of the delivery got to be better than that. Somehow managing to keep the ball in play. A bright idea, but slight failure in execution. Alfred has got a man outside him. Chiranjit Gogoi on the overlap. He's got Salim to deal with. Another aimless ball inside the box. Chance for Assam to build on something. Try and involve their fullbacks. Wide midfielders combining with the wingers to dominate the wide areas and get some quality inside the penalty area. The wide midfielders sending those deliveries inside the box, and the wingers looking to cut in and take a shy at goal from the edge of the box. Kerala having more number up top even while defending. That always favors a counter-attacking play to thrive. You can quickly switch from one end to the other in the blink of an eye and get inside the opposition's box with minimal touches. Another between the line pass. Alfred looks up once. Finds Deepu Mirdha, who's drifting out wide. Ball comes in towards Alfred. And Salim was very strong there inside the area. Striding out of defense now, the number 28. Manabir. Relentless pressure from Assam. Rahul Das. Close to him is Milan. A couple of white shirts patrolling. Forced to play it back. That's a deep cross, but out of play. And finally, some respite for Kerala. A very hard-working midfielder, Rahul Das. Played for Bangalore United, once in the I-League second division. A product of the Garhwal Football Academy. A seasoned campaigner in the Delhi Premier League as well at one point of time. Another injury concern. The medical team had to intervene. That was the incident. Going in tight on Ashik. The crowd all in eagerness. The next fixture is a big one. Arunachal against Goa. This is the moment of brilliance in this game. There's that knockback over Ashik. That magic with his left foot from Rahim. And the best goal of this evening so far. We'll be hoping to see more of that over the course of this tournament. The clearance is slightly hasty from Kerala. Pragyan Gogoi. Nicely done, quick feet from the number 10. Nijo Gilbert. Gifty Gracious. We've just crossed the hour mark. The scoreline still 1-0 in favor of Kerala. Sanju G at the back has been the mainstay for Kerala. There's a quick turn, heading towards the final third. The ball is won back by Kerala, looking to just slow down the tempo of the game. He received a blow on his nose, the number 15, Sajish. And the game between Meghalaya and Services has been very competitive earlier in the day. We saw a late goal from Shafil Pipi from the penalty spot. Services currently leading the Group A, sitting up top with 3 points. Kerala to follow suits if this game ends this way. Green Balan has got options. He's got 2 weapons in his armory. The likes of Mohammad Safneed can be a very good option to bring on. Had a decent season in the Kerala Premier League. with Sports Academy, Tirur. And Akbar Siddiqui is another hard-working player. In case Sadveen Balan decides to sit on this lead and shut shop, he will opt to bring in, to make those two changes. That's a giveaway. Assam from the left, Deepu Mirtha. Quickly closed down by Belgian. He's keeping a very close eye on the number 19. The lean and lanky striker can also operate down the wings, and Pragyan Gogoi lets fly. Assam certainly needs more of that. A positive intent. Another cheap giveaway. This can prove to be very costly. Alfred. Another 50-50 ball towards Pragyan. Cut off by Kerala. That's a great ball towards the number 17. Layoff and the second goal. Great setup from Ashik towards the on-rushing striker. And Sajish doubles the lead for Kerala. The two strikers finally combine in this game. And they finally breach the Assam defense. Within 3 touches, we have a goal here. Rahim's strike in the first half, increased by Sajish in the second. Look at this build-up. Nijo Gilbert with a brilliant through ball towards Ashik. Takes a look towards his partner Sajish, releasing the ball just in time. And the number 15 makes no mistake in placing it into the net. A well-deserved lead for Kerala. Assam got to try and do something different here. Sajish immediately taken off after scoring. Steven Balan just preserving him for the rest of the tournament. And Mohammad Safneed replacing him. It will be intriguing to see when Subham Raba looks towards Akrang Narzari, the young striker who's on the bench. Deepu Mirza has been pretty silent in this game. Both the goal scorers are replaced. Rahim and Sajish taken off. Nakra Narzari comes on for Assam. Exactly the change I was talking about. Chiranjit Gogoi, the fullback, makes way for him. Quickly reverting to a 3-4-3. Shubham Raba with Manabir, Tupu Brahma, and Urjoy Brahma in defense. And Alfred will drop into midfield now to accommodate a space for Akram Narzari up top. A tactical tweak from Shubham Raba. And let's see how this works. Here is Alfred. Clever play from the number 47. Nice dummy. Opens up for the number 15 and just inches away from Deepu Mirda. So dangerous on the turn was Akram Narzari, coming off the bench and almost getting on the score sheet. That's more like it from Assam. And Kerala just seem to have taken their foot off the pedal. Nijo Gilbert has been a treat to watch so far. All over the field of play. The number 7 started on the left, shifted to the right, and now operating from the center. A brilliant display of skill, character, work ethics, and temperament from this Kerala side. Gifty Gracious. Cut out by Urjoy. Rahul Das. Pragyan. Alfred looking to reinstate the move, trying to spot the run of Akram Narzari. And the ball just out of steam for a goal kick. Sam will have to work their socks off if they are to make it to the knockout stage. It's a pretty difficult group. The Group A consisting of teams like Goa, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Kerala, Services and Meghalaya. Here comes Milan. Goes on the outside, but desperate defending. Body on the line from Shinu. Kerala concedes a corner here. Sam looking good. Milan with the corner towards the near post, a wasted one. Needs more purchase on the delivery. This time opting for a long throw in, Manabir. The referee just approaching towards the technical area. Will be a yellow card for Shubham Raba, the head coach of Assam. He looked quite animated. And Manabir's throw in arrowed inside the box. Rahul Das was very loose and Gifty Gracious quickly onto him. He's stolen a march here and marginally away from settling into the far corner. Gifty Gracious creating this opportunity all by himself, and very nearly Kerala tripling their lead. Champagne football from the Keralians. Here's Ashik. Another delightful through ball. Opens up for Kerala. And a great save from Abhinash. Is still alive for the men in white. Takes a tumble. And quickly up. Nursery. It's been end-to-end action. Both the teams going all out. Deepu Mirza. Kerala are well aware of the fact goal difference can be a factor in terms of qualification. They'll look to start off their campaign with a healthy goal average. And now brings it down for Pragyan Gogoi. Tempting bounce for the number 10. But the shot blazed over. End of the fifth quarter. We step into the last quarter of this game. It's Kerala leading Assam by 2-0. A first half strike from Rahim, and then Sajish extending the lead in the second half. Pragyan Gogoi had an opportunity to reduce the margin for Assam. Pragyan, one way then the other. Got to be careful here, Assam. Giving away possession. The play was on rushing inside the penalty area. But the goal won't stand. The referee has blown the whistle. And Nijo Gilbert yet again running the show. And the keeper had to stretch. Undoubtedly, he is the player of the match, Nijo Gilbert, involved in both the goals. This time, opportunity to reduce the margin, and Assam has pulled one back through Deepu Mirza. Game on here at the Golden Jubilee Stadium. End-to-end action, breathtaking football. You simply cannot take your eyes off it. Deepu Mirza brings one back for Assam. And game on here. What a comeback. Still about 13 minutes of regulation time left. Plenty of time to bounce back. A great release from Akrag Narzari. And Deepu Mirza with the finish. Another diagonal. Milan. A couple of white shirts upon him. Rahul Das digs it out. Closed down. And now Alfred with the floater. Corner for Assam. Have tasted blood here. The designated home team of this game. And looking to wipe off the lead here. It will be a great comeback story if they manages to find the second goal. Milan That's a good ball. Header brought down and a chance for Assam. And it goes out for a goal kick. And suddenly Kerala switched off at the back. And it's Assam in the ascendancy. The header just not finding Deepu Midha. The complexion of the game has changed very quickly. Kerala at one point looked to be in complete control of the game. But that strike from Deepu Midha has given Assam a lease of life, a new breath of life, and these are the goals, beginning with Rahim's strike of the first half. On top of the pile. Look at the technique, the curl. And this is the second goal. An assist from Ashik. And Sajish making it 2-0. A typical poacher's finish. Before Deepu Midha brought one back. Capitalizing on Akran Narzari's pass. The game is getting physical. Tempers fraying here. This is how Assam fought back. Deepu Midha scored 7 during the qualifying stage. Adds another to his tally. Receiving treatment, meanwhile, Mohammad Salim. Kerala will look to slow things down here. And this is how both of them got involved. Just that trailing leg. Hitting him on his tummy. Kerala certainly needs to kill the tempo, kill the pace of this game. Sanju finds Akbar. Too strong for that challenge, Tupu Brahma. The Assam bench just urging the players on. Rahul Das. And the crowd are loving it at the moment. Rahul Das, the distributor in chief. This time another Kerala player gone to the ground, asking for the stretcher. Referee Ashirbat Kanungo. Seems like he's twisted his ankle. Very awkward landing. Kerala are down to 10 men momentarily. Assam got to make this numerical advantage count. Scuffs it. The clearance not too far though. All the red shirts loitering around the penalty area. Assam goes all guns blazing. Steven Ballan will have to look for a replacement of his defender. He's got Nitin Madhu on the bench. And the yellow card comes out, and this time it's Steven Ballan. Both the head coaches goes into the referee's book. Kerala looks to make a couple of changes. Gracious will come off. And Nitin Madhu comes on. A defender being introduced. The intentions are quite clear. Kerala looking to sit on this lead and play on the counter. Naresh is also on, number 11. A flurry of changes for Kerala. They've exhausted all their 5 changes. Time ticking away for Assam. Here's Ashik. A great touch, and now an acceleration, a progress down the left. Nicely thwarted. Rahul Das just shielding off Naresh. Here comes Assam. They got to quickly get the ball into the box. Try and look to play direct in the last few minutes of this game. Here's Rahul Das with another long ball. A very weak clearance. Had options on his left and right. Akrang Narzari, the man with the assist, setting up that goal for Deepu Mirda. Pragyan spreading it out wide. Manabir with another mistake, but this time the goalkeeper bailing him out. Rahul Das. Alfred. Cramps here in the closing doors of the game. And the players have put in a lot of effort. They seem to have drained out. This game has been up and down, especially in the second half. Ashik this time will be stretched off. Worrying signs on the Kerala bench. A lot of minutes will be added on here. Assam still have time to grab an equalizer. And the crowds have started to fill up the stands. The home team in action next. And the opening ceremony is going to add a cherry on top of the cake. Minutes of additional time. A lot of red shirts inside the box, and Nursery hits the crossbar. And Assam getting so close and nearly finding the equalizer. And look at that, Nursery with a fine leap. Sanju was left for dead. Keeper off his mark. And the rub of the green just not going Assam's way. Ashik simply ran off the pitch. Attacking with intensity. This was very much anticipated. Assam are gonna play a fast-paced game in the last 20 minutes. I mentioned it time and again in the first half as well. Full throttle attack. Pragyan trying to spot the number 15 inside the box. He does so. But Akrang Narzari has missed it. Can you believe it? The goal just gaping there. Beating the offside trap. Just not finding the bottom corner. The Assam bench was up on their feet. That could have been a remarkable comeback. Pragyan Gogoi, and the flag will go up against Deepu Midha. End-to-end stuff. Kerala sluggish at the back. Shubham Rabha has injected pace by bringing on Akrang Narzari. And here they come yet again. Milan on his bike down the left. Pragyan. Still about 5 minutes remaining. Assam can draw a lot of plaudits from the fact the way they played the last 20 minutes of this game. A testament to their fitness. Just wind knocked out of Kerala's sails. The They've certainly put the shoulder to the wheel. And now suddenly caught unaware at the back, and Nijo Gilbert puts the game to bed. What a strike from the number 7. He's been involved in the first 2 goals scored by Kerala, and getting on the score sheet himself in the dying stages of the game, and just when it seemed Assam would creep in into the game. And Nijo Gilbert putting a spanner in Assam's hope of a comeback tonight. And the grounder beating Abhinash all ends up. And what a turn of events against the run of play. And Nijo Gilbert has sealed the deal for Kerala. And the yellow card comes out of the referee's pocket. This time it's Ashik, the number 17 of Kerala. And that was the incident. Arm involved while going up. We are into the final minute of this clash. It has been a lip-smacking encounter. Nijo Gilbert and lets it run. And such a delight to watch. Another chance for Kerala to increase their margin. Sam throwing bodies forward and in the bargain, leaving the back door open. And that is how Nijo Gilbert scored the 3rd goal. And Naresh on that occasion almost heading in the 4th. It has been a great fight nonetheless from Assam. They got to reduce the errors in defense. And defensively they did look a very solid side during the qualifying campaign. Completely a different picture this evening in Arunachal Pradesh. Kerala breaking their defense thrice. It's a cause of concern for the head coach Shubham Rabha. Manabir will take the throw in. Naresh. And back into the danger area. Pragyan. Yes, Naresh just stepping in. One last roll of the dice from Kerala saw the keeper well out of his position. Went from distance, Naresh. Tried to catch the keeper off guard. And that's the full-time whistle from Ashirvad Kanungo. And a victory for Kerala. They really had to work hard, especially in the last 25 minutes of the game. What Assam had put on a show here. Rahim giving them the lead in the first half. Sajish extending it in the second. And then Deepu Midha's strike, bringing back Assam into the game. But Nijo Gilbert had the last say. It's been a commendable performance from Kerala's number 7. Especially the way he's operated from the wide areas. Time and again teased and tormented Assam's defense. On the flip side, Assam will have to work on their basic, go back to the drawing board and work on their loopholes. Kerala will replace the services and occupy the top spot temporarily in Group A. This is how the second game of the day started between Assam and Kerala. Both the teams making a fresh start to their campaigns. Nijo Gilbert continued to trouble Assam's defense with those quality deliveries. This is what I was mentioning. He was involved in all the 3 goals. His cross from the left and from the right have made Assam defense jitter. This was Jitin from distance, hitting the woodwork. Kerala dominating the first half. Assam making a quick start in the second half. The hero of this game, without a shadow of a doubt, was Nijo Gilbert. Deepu Midha putting his body weight on Sanju and winning it. And a miss kick from Sanju. Belgian just helping out his defense, and this is how Sajish was set up by Ashik for the second goal. Excellent release just behind the defender. Saw the man coming and just placing it towards his path. And Akram Narzari had a chance to get his name on the score sheet much earlier. This was Abhinash with the save and against the run of play. Deepu Midha pulling one back and giving Assam some kind of hope of a comeback in this game. Pragyan Gogoi with that lofted pass, and this was Assam's best chance of this game to equalize. Before this happened, Nijo Gilbert just giving the youngster a lesson in finishing. Picking up a yellow card, Pragyan Gogoi for the challenge on Naresh in the later stages of the game. And in the end, a hard-fought victory for Kerala. So at full time, it's Assam 1, Kerala 0. When we come back,